1 million FIFA coins. It can get you some absolutely insane packs, complete you a ton of SBCs, or buy you half of a Team of the Year player. There is a ton that you can do with it, but first of all, you got to get it. And that's why you're on this video. And of course, as usual, all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and subscribe. We have just hit 26k, so a huge thank you for that. And we have got a ton of giveaways coming. Make sure to check out the description for the link to the account upgrade giveaway. And as usual, guys, if you want to buy some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC 25? Yeah, baby. Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout, and enjoy your new team. Now, we did a video yesterday on 0 to 500k. Now, if you have a lower budget, you are on a lower level of coins, go check that out. It's going to help you build up. Now, the one thing I will say to all of you who are watching this, if you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 30k, whatever it is, get yourselves, first of all, the marquee matchups done. It's going to give you a 15k profit if you buy all the players. If you use the daily gold upgrade that we get every single day at the moment, you can get that completely free as well. You've got this daily gold upgrade. It's going to get you 44 cards. You can essentially do most of marquee matchups with it. You might have to put a few K in, but it's 20k straight profit even if you do it that way. And who doesn't want free coins? Now, the other thing that you should do, I wish I could show you, but we've got a ton, as you can see, of untradeable dupes, and we don't waste anything during Team of the Year. But you've obviously got your preview pack, silver and gold. Both are valuable, both are always worth doing. Of course, everyone wants a million coins right now because you're in Team of the Year, you want SBCs, you want big cards. Of course, there's loads of reasons. There are many ways to do it. You've got investing, you've got sniping, and then of course you've got, you know, foot champs and the like. Let's be honest, foot champs is not the easiest route. I'm going to go for a few things that are right now really useful on a little bit of a lower budget, but of course will build up very, very quickly. Now, obviously chemistry styles, they always exist. They're always there. You've got some big opportunities with shadows and hunters right now. We've got a daily objective, which basically gives everyone a shadow and a hunter card. Now, when a big centre-back Evo comes out, when a big centre-back SBC comes out, when we're not at a time when you can get these really easily on a daily objective, these will go up quite high in value. You know, like 3.5k, 4.5k. You did see most of the year, these were sitting at a point where basically 5k, they were instantly selling. So although it's not an investment that we can, you know, make immediate coins of, you can make a ton of coins by just investing in these. Now, look, as you can see, they're not very easy to snipe at this current rate, but what we can do is get some bidding out, and that's kind of my favorite thing this year. We can't really do it on higher budgets, but if you want to bid at like, let's say 2.3k is probably not even a bad shout. I mean, okay, apparently maybe it is. Basically, what you can see there is the time, 14 minutes left. It shows that there's not many cards that I can bid on. But even if we go down here, bid on loads of these at 2.5, even if I just win them at 2.5 and wait like a week and a half, selling these, they'll all double coins. Every single thing here is a coin doubler. Now, obviously, these ones here, you're probably going to have to keep a bit more of an eye on because they're 150. The chances are they're going to go up quite a bit. What we can do in the kind of more peculiar sections of the market is your managers. So you've got Brazil. I mean, you don't have Brazil, as you can see. If we do a little bit of sniping, maybe we can see a Brazilian manager come up. They definitely exist. There is quite a few this FIFA, obviously being that they are price locked at 5k. I don't know what that's going to be because of, possibly the Gabriel Evo or numerous other things. Obviously, I don't want to buy it at 5k because that's not going to make me any coins, but it doesn't hurt to go on your staff search, have a look for different nations. So if we go, first of all, do I have any Brazilian managers? I do. They are tradable, surely not. I have 2 tradable. Oh, well, what? I didn't mean to do that, did I? We meant to do that. And you can see that one I bought for 200 coins. So I've bought, and this one as well. So insane profit. That does prove that investing works. So basically with managers, I mean, that's a very, very good example. Players that are currently relevant are going to have, or managers currently relevant are going to have higher costs. So you can make an absolute ton by just getting them when they're low and selling them when they're high. And I know that makes a very simple idea out of something that is a little bit difficult, but you saw it there. We had 2 ridiculously low priced. I mean, that's, what is that? What level of investment is that? Of like 100 times my, was it 100 times? Okay, maybe it's like more like 30 times. I've done some pretty poor maths there, but you get the gist. We've made a ridiculous profit off of some cards that I've literally just held back for a bit. And I've literally, yeah, they've just instantly sold. I mean, that's a straight 10k for me just being smart and holding them a little bit. Now, of course, if we go into my club items, consumables, for example, if we go over to things like chemistry styles, you've also got, realistically, engines most of the time have quite a good value. I can get most of them knocked out for 1,000 coins, but I would say they're usually a little bit of a better value. Obviously, right now with the shadows and the hunters both being down, they're going to be a little bit down. Wait a little bit, you can sell them for way more. As you can see, a lot of these shadows are being bought out for 3k, which is a bit weird because you could literally buy them for 2.7 like there was loads on the market, but each to their own. Now, our first stop, obviously, when we're doing trading, we've pushed up a little bit of that budget. We've done obviously the 0 to 5 where we've done kind of lower budgets, and we've made ourselves some coins in the marquee matchup. Informs previously was a really good point. Unfortunately, they're not in the best place right now because obviously the lower end of the inform market is not a great place to snipe because they're all pushed up in price because of the current SBCs. However, the Brazilian Arsenal filter is quite good because these are both 86 and 87. So your minimum price for these is not the minimum price for informs. You've got 30k Gabriel. I mean, I've touched on the Brazilian Arsenal filter pretty much every year for the last few years. It's just always a banger because you've got so many special cards that are sat in this kind of parameter of you've either got Gabby and why would you just put it up a little bit low? Do you know what I mean? These are worth about 30k. If we can get a snipe for 27, I'm absolutely laughing. If we can get a bid for 27, we're also absolutely laughing. But what I was saying was obviously every year you've got Gabriel, and Gabriel. We've got Martinelli, we've got Jesus, and we've got this guy here. So realistically, there is always like banging filters between the three of them. They always get a promo card each, which means aside from this inform filter that we've got here, we can also go a little bit higher and go for Martinelli and Jesus on their little bit better cards. Obviously, they are far better. So it's a bit of a push up. If we actually have a look here, I think forward probably does it. Yeah, forward. So if we go forward and special, that's going to get us covered. We've got, as you can see here, Gabby Jesus 300k. We've got his inform there. We don't seem to get Martinelli. I think they've got his other card at a midfield position. So if we go minimum of 100k and then pop that on, as you can see, you got Martinelli there, a little bit more expensive than our Jesus, but obviously when that Martinelli card comes down, we can get them on a filter. Just to circle back round, let's have a look at some bidding. Obviously, while we are sat there, obviously we didn't see a snipe. I didn't really do it for very long, so you know, we wouldn't really expect to, but if we can get some bids out, we'll pop that for 27,000 coins. We'll pop that for 22. We will pop that for 26. I mean, they're actually quite good bidding rates. You've also got this Gabriel card as well. I actually completely forgot about that Gabriel card. So we do have that one as well. A little bit more expensive. You're going to be looking at around 100k. So actually, we can do a filter if we pop this to a minimum of around 100,000 coins. Just get an idea of how much this Gabriel actually goes for. So if we go for Trailblazer, just so we can really work out how we'll do this, because the informs may get in the way a little bit. So we can't get him for 120, 130. 130 is the mark. Knock off Trailblazers, pop in special, and we should only see that. So we've got that Gabriel there. Then when we push this up a little bit, I assume Gabby begins to come in. Is Gabby coming in at what, like maybe, I guess, oh, he's a little bit more expensive. Okay, so Gabby comes in at 300. Unfortunately, he's a big chunk more than what we've got for our Gabriel, but they are in theory on the same filter. You're probably not going to see Jesus much, but on this one, you can probably get a few good snipes. I mean, 130, EA tax is about 7k. If you can pick him up at 120, anything less, you've got a nice little buy there. I would say, obviously, like I say, it's not the most likely, but it is definitely possible. Now, obviously, we've mentioned Brazil, an old but gold filter that I literally have to mention anytime we do a high budget. I love this filter. It's goalkeeper, Premier League, Brazil. You want to go gold rare, not inform, and then you go minimum 10,250. And this one's just a little banger. Little Edison, little Allison. It's a nice little filter. Why would you not do it? Another one which is quite solid is Belgium. You want to do minimum 10,250 gold rare. Obviously, if we pop that in, you're going to get De Bruyne and Courtois. Very simple filter. You don't have to add anything else in. You've got a 90 and an 89 on the same price. I mean, is that a snipe? That might be a snipe. I might have just missed a little bit of a banger there. Oh, I think I did actually. 18, 250, 19. So these go for about 19k. So actually that 17 would have been a nice banger. You're looking pretty much to go for 17,500, 17,250 or less. Realistically, the EA tax on this one is about 1,000 coins. We've got a snipe pretty much straight away. You can see I'm good at this. I know what I'm talking about. We do actually get some pretty banging snipes sometimes. I could probably go 19,250 on this one just to secure a little bit of extra profit, because obviously at that rate we're losing 1,000 coins. That's about 750, 850 snipe. That's not bad, making almost 1,000 coins off it. Obviously EA making a little bit more off of that snipe than us, which is never nice. Now we'll head over to Centurions icon. Nice little filter. Defender for these ones, Zambrotta and Campbell, both actually reasonably good cards, both very good in game. I think there's an Evo even for our Zambrotta there. If we go down to 280, you're going to mostly see Campbell. It's not a million miles off of where you're going to be seeing Zambrotta though, so it's not a bad one. Sit on a little bit of a compare price. Obviously bear in mind at this point in terms of sniping, you are going to have a big EA tax. 27 or 270k. EA tax is 5%, so I do 10% and half it. So 27 halved, it's about, what was that, 13.5k, something like that? Yeah, 13.5k. So you'd need to pick him up at 25, so 25, 250 to really really make it worth it. If we have a look, is there many others? Yeah, so 250k is kind of where you need to be sat at this. I know it's low, but it's the only way you're going to really make profit. But it's a filter. It works. I'd get it tried. When the midfielders do change over as well, this is one that I do really like that I found this year, which is going to be your La Liga female gold rare centre mid, minimum 10 to, oh no, not minimum 100k, minimum 10 to 50. You want to look at the playstyles plus as well. That's just this little thing above me here. You want to go Barcelona, and what you are going to notice is we've got the two beauties, Putellas and Bonmati, both of which are currently in the team of the year for midfielders. So right now, they're probably not the best players to snipe. As soon as they are out of the cycle and we go on to defenders, and then when we come out of team of the year again, these are going to be banging to snipe. It's a good filter. There is also a special filter on these two as well. So if you take that exact filter and just put it special at a little bit of a higher budget, you do have some nice cards for both of them. Obviously I've backed out, it's cleared the filter, we're not going again. But one filter I actually love, and this is one of my favorites because it's an icon. Well, okay, it's literally not icons, it's heroes, but they are some of my favorite heroes. It's the Premier League CDM Ultimate Team Heroes. You've got Ramirez and you've of course got Toure, both of which are still holding a very respectable value for this time of the year. Do you know what I mean? Like these guys are literally one play style demons, but they are demons. They are really good cards. On this point, I would say 220, 230, you can probably squeeze a sell at 250. Obviously, if you get him at 220, you sell him at 250, you make 5k. If you get him at 230, you need to be selling him a little bit more like 260. Obviously, EA tax plays a big part of this kind of rate. But, I mean, realistically, if you sit on sniping, if I pop this to, I'd say 215 is probably a good place to snipe. You're going to make like 10, 15k a card. Really easy little filter. Not a lot of people occupying it. People who pack Toure and Ramirez right now will want them gone immediately. So it's definitely not a bad one to try. And the other thing that wouldn't be bad to try is subscribing to this channel and seeing me tomorrow.